Welcome back, nigga. And apparently, we back. Cause this nigga Big Meech don't know how 50 Cent get down. But a side note, catch y'all up to speed. People trying to expose Big Meech for snitching. Apparently Blue Da Vinci is about to explain who Tammy Cohen is, cause 50 Cent asked that on the post. Who is Tammy Cohen? So that's supposed to be a part of his documentary. You know how that shit go. We finna find out.
Okay, but at some point, you and Big Meech stopped talking.
Yeah, so we stopped talking. Me and Meech last time talking was 2017, right? So in 2017, we on the phone like normal, regular conversation one night. And then my homeboy that was with me, he was like, Tone Bird, he from BMF too. Tone was like, ask Big Homie what's up with the movie with 50. Like, what's going on with him from New York? I had to use my New York accent. Yo, what's going on with the 50 Cent movie? So I'm like, oh, yo, Meech, what's up with the movie, with the TV show? Like, where y'all at with that? He like, oh man, it almost done. The contract almost done. It almost done.
Also, 50 Cent been in this contract then, so yeah, he been working on this for a minute. So he probably know who the fuck this is. He probably just was hiding it just cause shit, he didn't want to fuck up his investment. Yeah, but he been brewing this. Well, I kind of knew that shit. He been doing this shit since he been doing Power. He been trying to get BMF off the ground for a little minute actually. So yeah, he ain't lying.
They gonna be starting to cast it or whatever, right? He's like, I just gotta wait to holler at Tammy before. You know what I'm saying? I know where we at with that. And Tammy is a government informant. So when he said that, I was like, Tammy, what you mean, Tammy? Like, you ain't heard what's going on with her? And they were like, shit, nigga, I heard some shit, but whatever it is, that shit ain't got shit to do with me. And he was like, man, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm like, all right, that's the last time I ever talked to him. Next time I ain't even talked to him. Next time my cousin talked to him and said that he was trying to get on the phone with me while I'm getting into it with Lil Meech. Lil Meech came into one of the stores that I was working with, one of the exotic rental stores, to rent a car one time, and was talking shit, start talking crazy shit about me, nigga. And my son was in there working at the time, too. I'm gonna have my son whoop his ass trying to let the kids lock up. You know what I'm saying? I was mad as a... But, all this shit just ended up stemming from a whole nother situation that was surrounding me that was going on and shit.
So
you want to pull up some paperwork? You want me to show you how to pull up some paperwork?
So you're talking about Tammy Cowens, right?
That's one thing I like about what he just said. He went straight to it. He said, you want to pull up some motherfucking paperwork, nigga. He got paperwork. Fuck you tomorrow. That's that proof niggas be acting like they can't pull up. Fuck you tomorrow. Paperwork, nigga. It's on paper. It's on file, bitch. With the government, bitch.
Yeah. Tammy Cowan.
Okay, now...
She's a co-producer of the BMF Stars TV show.
Okay, and you're saying that she's an informant?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
She's been an informant since 2009.
Okay, so I'm on the page right now.
Yeah, it's 32 pages or something.
I'm on the first page, and now it says, United States of America versus plaintiff, and it says, Donnie Gatlin,
Dion Gatlin. Shout out Cuff. That's my Cuff. Dion Gatlin. Yeah, he's one of the first defendants. Yeah.
Okay.
St. Louis Project. What's happening?
So, can you kind of break down this paperwork for me and how she's involved in this, and where can I go?
Tammy Cowens is Big Meech personal assistant / business partner / whatever you want to call. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she became the owner of what Meech has as BMF Entertainment, his company from prison.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know Big Meech signed away his rights to BMF a while ago, so he don't get no profit off the show. He don't really get profit on it. He wouldn't have got no profit one for 50 Cent and shit. That's another thing people need to realize.
She became the owner of it in 2008, and in 2009 she became a government informant. In 2010 she did a case that was pertaining to a guy that Meech met in prison and one of Meech's homeboys of 26 years.
Okay, now in this paperwork, it doesn't actually say her name.
Right, yeah. You'll have to it don't say her name. It say her name on paper on the cover sheet, her actual name. But this is a case, so they're not gonna be saying the witnesses' names in the case. They're gonna call them CS1 or CSOI or something like that, confidential source or whatever. It's confidential, bro. It's not public that, you know what I'm saying? The snitch on the case is not public. You feel me? Until maybe after the case and the people's
Yeah, nigga, like I don't even know why people would even be asking that shit until after the case and shit. Even still, that shit will be still confidential because they trying to protect the motherfucking witness. Stupid.
in prison and they out of government hiding and all that shit, and then you get some paperwork, then you might see it. Outside of that, you got to be tapped in. You got to have that pacer. Got to be able to pull cover sheets and shit like that. But when people read the affidavit, it explains to you exactly who she is. And then when people follow or know, or once you get to understand this situation, then you'll get to see exactly who Tammy Cowens is.
Okay, I'm gonna read a little part of it real quick, man. It says CS1's relationship with Flannery, Suarez, and Gatling. When CSI became a DA informant, CSI was and had been a longtime associate of Demetrius Flannery. Now, here's where it says CSI1 held Flannery's power of attorney and life rights with creative control. So,
yeah, that means she's the person that got his life right. So she's the person that 50 Cent got the movie from, the TV show from. That's the only way to get it. You can't get it from Meech because he in prison, so he can't DBA. He can't do business from prison. He's in jail. So he has to sign his rights to do his life story or do whatever he gonna do in his name over to somebody else. And Tammy Cowens is the person that was appointed to do all of that business. And she's the one that got the deal with 50. That case that you pulled up with that red docket number, it's a cover sheet that goes to that page that tells you what's inside of that packet. And it tells you all of the people, it tells you the defendants, it gives everybody, it gives the whole, it's a cover sheet. And the cover sheet it says the name of the actual informant, and it tells you here and after in this affidavit, this person will be named CSOI or COI or CI, however they name it. They take the name off, so don't know who the snitch is. The reason, this is how they found out who the girl was, bro, who was telling. The Cuff's baby mother, okay? Cuff's daughter contacted me, how I figure out all it, okay? She the one that first contacted me. Her mom, this lady is like 20-something years old, 30 maybe. Her mom put a private investigator on the people or whatever and found that the infidelity, the man recorded the people staying overnight with each other at hotels and all kind of shit from state to state, okay? So they put them on the stand in court and they admitted the shit. It's all in that paperwork. They admitted that.
So basically that's why the deal broke. Basically that's why Meech's time didn't get cut down. So basically that sounds like some power shit. So basically his whatever the fuck you wanna call it, the bitch that snitched and was fucking the attorney or whatever, the motherfuckers that's supposed to be prosecuting or investigating motherfuckers
had the sexual relationship and everything, so it was up the whole case. Now it's infidelity in the case. They can't take the bitch's statements and shit no more because she didn't f the agent. You feel me? So they threw it out. That's why Meech never got out. But now people are like, well, then why did the other dude still get time then? If Meech didn't get out and it got thrown out, why did the dude get 25 years? Because they did a superseding indictment and he got in trouble for something that they heard during the wiretap that didn't have nothing to do with that drug deal. So the other people didn't get in trouble for this. This is something that he did on his own time. And they locked up him and some other people for that, for a murder of a government witness that they heard it happen on his phone. So they just did a superseding indictment since they heard it. And they was finna all get off. He felt like they wanted him anyway more than the Mexican mafia do. They were trying to pin him anyway. They wanted Cuff, is how he feel. You feel me? So as soon as they had him, they like, oh yeah, we finna nail Cuff ass. And they got down on him. Right when that shit went bad for Meech and them and the shit was all going out of court, if people realize, man, in 2018 it started going viral that Big Meech was finna come home from jail. All right, it's like March or May 24th or something like that. 2018, it was going viral right before Barack Obama came out of office. Some people were saying that Barack was finna give him a pardon. Some people were saying that he was getting out for other reasons, COVID and all of this shit. But then he never got out, and they just stopped saying it. It just went away from the internet. And during that time of that push. Of that, for shit like that to go viral, it's got to get inserted to the bloodstream of the internet. It takes some powerful shit for that to happen. You just can't post something and it's just viral. You know what I'm saying? And shit don't really work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was some powers that be behind that marketing campaign of him coming home, but he ended up not coming home. And then once you look at the paperwork and see how shit read, they don't get no leniency for the shit because the people didn't get convicted of the charge for the drugs and the money that was found during that investigation. So that's that's why he's still sitting there. And that's why people will argue all day like, oh, he ain't do shit, man. Why he still in jail then? If he worked with the people, he would have got out. And all this shit is you got to understand and read. That's why you got paperwork. You can't guess and assume. I didn't know none of this.
Keyword for these dumbass niggas, man. Read, man. Open up these motherfucking pages, man. Have these niggas want to be criminals and don't even know how the law works, dumbass niggas.
At one point in time until the young lady called me talking about Uncle Meech is a rat. And I'm like, wow, hold on, watch your motherfucking mouth. Like, what you talking about? You got to have some paperwork before you say shit like that. Shit, she got me that paperwork. And then when I read it, I still was looking like, man, this shit look like this lady said, Meech, let me wait, see if they charge him with something. A year go by, another year go by. The case was already years old. I got onto it in 2015. It went to 2017 when I asked him, what's up with that? He said, tell me name. And I said, damn, you ain't heard what's going on with her? And he told me whatever it is ain't got shit to do with me. Got off the phone with me. That's the last time I ever talked to him again. So obviously he knew I knew. I told him I had the paperwork and shit. And I just wanted to make sure he knew what was going on because I wasn't even sure if he even knew. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like what was it? He had to, but I was still questioning because that's my man. Like I'm trying to ride with my man. You feel me? So I'm like, nah, man, hell nah, this shit, nah. She trying to smash him, bro. She trying to pick him up. Like, why is he in there even doing this dumbass shit, all this good shit he got going on? I couldn't even understand it. And it makes sense. I'm like, he's smarter than this. He know he got a whole.
It don't matter how niggas feel, man. Niggas is ready to come home when they ready to come home. Niggas don't want to be in jail for real, man. Y'all sound dumb. I hate when niggas say this because at the end of the day, you know that nigga don't want to be in jail, bro. He want to hear up and get home and all that shit. That's why he about to snitch, but you don't know who that's be. Niggas don't be thinking that's gonna ruin their reputation, and it really probably won't. But the shit that he doing now is just gonna be part of what ruin his reputation because how he moving and that make him look more shady and shite because he running with Rick Ross and 50 enemies and this, that, and the third. Like, look at how he treat his friends, this, that, and the third. Like, people gonna look at that like that. So shit. And Meech was supposed to be one of them ones that will stand up as far as like bosses in the game. So for him to fall is gonna be a big one.
Show be getting ready to be produced and he doing this. But when you get the paperwork, man, that shit stand back to 2010. Before they even thought about doing a TV show with motherfucking 50 Cent, they was already tied in with the people. It was already going. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent came into it. That shit was already, the investigation was already 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it ended up how it is. You know what I'm saying? But people need to know. They need to know who they working with. You need to know who you calling a gangster, who you holding your pledge to. All that shit need to be known, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, shouts out to King Capone. But yeah, nah, that's keywords. He said a lot of real shit. Watch who you giving your allegiance to. Watch who you pledging yourself to. Because at the end of the day, you giving your allegiance to somebody who could probably throw you under the bus, especially when you doing criminal shit. Like they got dirt on you at that point. That's what niggas don't think about. The streets is a dirty game. Like the streets is a dirty world. When niggas got dirt on you, they got blackmail on you. Then niggas be turning into bitches in a lot of situations, and they'll make an emotional decision over a logical decision. The logical decision is, nigga, I got myself in this situation. It is what it is. I participated in the act. That was my action. I knew what I was getting into when I jumped off and did what I did. We got in the car or whatever, however we did, whatever you get arrested by, however it go. But when you do what you do with other people, you gotta realize these people got dirt on you. And this is how a lot of niggas get killed at the same time too, and start killing their friends because you don't know if you can trust this person with your secret. Cause now it ain't just their secret, it's yours too. But yeah, if this come out to be true, this gonna fuck up a lot of shit. Not only just Big Meech, but just drug dealers from back then, period. Cause Big Meech was like a big, he was a big carrier of the situation of just having your niggas on the same level as you. And he was real big on being a team player and this, that, and the third. So if he do this and that was on his end, and then like he knew this was going on, which he probably did 9 times out of 10, based on what the fuck Da Vinci saying, because Da Vinci kind of been said this, but I don't really be covering this shit. But Da Vinci been said what he said about Cuffy. Like that's how I found out about Cuffy, was through Da Vinci. And he was on the phone with him on one interview. But y'all give me y'all take, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave the link to the interview in my description. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But shit ain't looking too good for him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how niggas felt about the 50 situation or whatever, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, right is right and wrong is wrong, especially if I'm putting money in your pocket. And then I want to say he looks stupid because if you really pay attention to Meech, he's showing you mentally he's still shifted on music. Music don't even make as much money as movies and TV shows, so he not really, I don't know, too bright in the bulb or whatever you want to call it, but he's just out with the stars right now. He trying to kick it and be himself. So the TV show, I guess, do kind of depict how that nigga is. He just out partying. But if you actually knew Big Meech was how he was back, like when he was free or whatever, that's kind of all them niggas did, and that's what he was really known for. Niggas like that don't want to be sitting down in jail with a bunch of niggas. I'm just saying.